All right, guys, we're going to go right into questions for wide receiver Charleston Rambo. Charleston, we're going to start with Matt Shodell from Kane Sport. Matt?
Yeah, hey, Charleston. Thanks for taking the time. Obviously, you had a big scrimmage. I guess Coach Diaz had 7 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. So talk about that performance, and then also how you think you've adjusted to Miami, and if that was a breakout moment, or if you felt like maybe there were some other practices where you really were finally getting acclimated. Obviously, it's tough coming from one program to another. So if you can talk about that, that would be great. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Just being on point with my quarterbacks, working different routes after practice, before workouts, after workouts, anything just to get us better, be on the same page. But just being in the scrimmage, being on the same page, making all the catches, 7 targets, 7 catches, making every uncatchable ball, make it catchable, just trying to get better.
Charleston, we've got Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hi, Charleston. Congratulations. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Congratulations on the great scrimmage.
Yes,
that had to be really, had to make you feel very good and give you a lot of confidence. I wanted to know about the styles. Obviously, you did well, I guess, with each quarterback and styles and strengths of each of Tyler and Jake. And if you feel like your addition to this team has kind of picked up everybody else's as far as the receivers' games.
Yes, ma'am. Most def, beginning when I got here, it was a lot of things that, in the receiving room that we didn't do that we're doing now. And we're just getting better as practice go on, scrimmage-wise. We had 2 scrimmages, got better in both of them, and just being around the guys every day, talking to them in the group chat, just getting each other better and just feeding off each other.
And as far as the quarterbacks, can you talk about each one? Obviously, you've caught a lot of balls from each one. What are each of their styles and their strengths?
Yes, ma'am. They all are good quarterbacks. Matoka, TVD, and Jake Garcia, they all throw the ball good. Just seeing different releases coming from Jake and TVD. So just knowing this quarterback might throw it this kind of way, flatter on this route, just being on the same page, like I said earlier, getting routes in after workouts and after practice.
Thank you.
A few more for you, Charleston. We're going to go to David Lake at 24/7. David?
Hey, Charleston, wanted to ask you, you've been around some special offenses at Oklahoma. You know what good offenses look like, right? So I'm curious, I know it's early, but what are your takes on how this Miami offense kind of stacks up to what you've seen at Oklahoma? And what maybe has you optimistic about how good this Miami offense can be?
Despite obviously King, he's hurt right now, rehabbing. So with the quarterbacks we got right now, based off the scrimmage, that's the most recent scrimmage we had. It's just, we're all playmakers on this side, left and right side, we making plays, outside receivers. It's just, I'm not going to say one offense is better than the other, but we got some guys here that's going to make plays, and I know guys that's going to make some plays coming from the backfield and coming from outside receiver room.
Awesome. Charleston, we got Gary Furman from Kane Sport. Gary?
Hey, Charleston, how you doing today? So you just talked a little bit about the offense. You're coming from Oklahoma, one of the more successful programs in college football, but probably can't be a bigger culture shock. Coming from Oklahoma to South Beach and the different lifestyles and stuff. Talk a little bit about that, what it's been like for you, and what you like or don't like about each.
Just coming here, being here, it's a lot different. I see a lot more man than zone, so I'm working a lot of routes going against man, press bail, but just coming here, being competitive, going against DBs that are obviously not trying to get beat. So they're going to come with the edge every day. So I got to come with the edge every day and make sure my guys on the left and right of me come with the edge with me. So we're all just getting better.
How about in terms of like the city, the school, just the different cultures?
Just being here, it's a lot of tourists coming, so just got to be on your P's and Q's, you know, stay out the way. Just focus on football right now.
Awesome. Charleston, we got Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Charleston. Wanted to ask you about Cameron Harris's touchdown run where he jumped over Gervin Hall, because it was just such an outrageous play. And I think you mentioned before how you love blocking. I don't know if you were on the field blocking for that play, but just that play in particular from the scrimmage.
I mean, I was in on that play, and when I seen Cam and the safety met in the hole, I was thinking, oh, yeah, he finna, you know, run through him. Let me see what Cam finna do. He jumped over him. I was just shocked. You know, I ain't seen that play being on the field with a guy and make that kind of play like that. So I just had to go congratulate him. We was just fired up after that one.
David Furones from the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Charleston, I had a couple of questions for you. First, although you can't work with him this spring, how have you been able to build chemistry with De'Aaron King? And also, I wanted to get your update on the punt return competition. I know you're involved in that, so any update you could offer on that.
You said the competition between who?
The punt return competition.
Oh, okay, yeah. I threw at King a few times. You know, he's not finna run and throw it, but obviously he can set and throw the ball. So we threw the ball, and I mean, he's a good quarterback. He put the ball there, you know. So, but you know, just waiting on him to get through the rehab process, make sure he's good, and just competition, being back there on punt return. You know, just knowing when we do get back there, make a play. And Coach T-Rob is always telling us, you know, catch the ball, make a play. You know, so that's what they were just kind of down on last year. They looking for somebody to go back there and make plays. So we got some guys.
Awesome. Last two for you, Charleston. We got Chris Stock from Inside the U first. Chris?
Yeah, I was curious what it's been like going against Tyreek in practices, maybe just that battle. And then also, you're a guy that's been around college football. Are there things in the offseason, like once spring ball ends, with your individual workouts or things that you'll like to do, you know, over the summer on your own?
Yeah, just going to practice, seeing Tyreek Stevenson and DJ Ivy every day. You know, they're both 6 foot over, 6'1" over. So, and they both long and strong. So just working different releases on both of them, you know, getting better, you know, competing with each other. So, I mean, that's what we do every day. And, you know, it's just, yeah, they getting me better. We getting each other better. So.
Last one for you, Charleston. We got David Wilson from the Miami Herald.
Hey, Charleston, you mentioned the wide receivers as a group maybe doing things differently compared to even when you first got here. Just kind of curious if there are any specific things you can kind of point to that maybe you guys have changed since you got here. And then also just, I know you haven't been able to do too much with De'Aaron, but I was kind of curious, you know, you guys are both Texas guys, played high school football around the same time, what your relationship was like maybe beforehand, if he talked to you when you were in the transfer portal. You know, just seems like you guys might have some connection there.
He was from Houston. I was from Dallas. You know, that's like 2 hours, 30 minutes away. But I mean, I didn't play with King in high school, but I probably did see him at like a camp or something. And then going on to college, we went our separate ways, and seeing him in Houston making plays. And then, you know, I hit the portal, and, you know, he hit my line, you know, so we chat, you know, whatever. And he's a good guy, and I know he's going to be a hard worker. So he almost reminds me of Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, their work ethic, and I know when he come back off rehab, he's going to go even harder to get back on the right page. And for the receivers, I mean, just coming here and now just watching us on tape, you know, going back and watching our practice, you know, all of our receivers, we're just making plays, you know, route running, taking the top off of things. You know, we're all just being in the blend, getting each other better.
Charleston, thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us today. We'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.